Guardians clap. Guardians clap. Almost a no-no. There is a list of players we hate. Not because they're bad people, but because we're sports fans. Juan Soto is now on that list. For that guy to break up a no-hitter to Gavin Williams and fucking smirk. Your attitude, Steph Curry, Ben Roethlisberger, Elway, Jordan. All these, you're on that list. Juan Soto, come on. That said, it was a great job by the Guardians. They swept today. David Fry with a home run. Angel Martinez with a big shot. And Gavin Williams was wonderful. I really wanted him to get the no-no. By the way, kudos to Mets fans. That was total class, giving them an ovation. Very, very, very cool. And a sweep of the Mets in New York. 6 in a row. 3 last year, 3 this year. Woo! So close to Gavin. Gavin clapping. John Potter, Gavin was so good today. Kafis had a wonderful, wonderful diving grab. It reminded me of one time when Mark Burley got a perfect game and that kind of similar play happened. Reminds me of Cookie Carrasco. If he's on today, Cookie sometimes joins us. And really reminded me of Cookie when he almost got a no-no in Tampa. Better than an infield dribbler, I guess. But the Juan Soto smirking. God, vomit. How can you smirk? What a smug guy. Good Lord. Forget the wild card eyes in Detroit. We'll see, David. Mason Soto is genuinely evil. How do you smirk? Katie, I got emotional too. If you hit a home run and it's a no-no, I get it. Whatever. But come on. B. Cato, I love you. Great to see you. B. Cato, sometimes in life you got to do these jobs, buddy. You got to work. But B. Cato understands. He's a nice man. That's fine. Soto just got the sweep. Exactly. That smirk needed to be knocked off his face. Again, there is a hate of players throughout time that have we just can't stand. Elway, Jordan, Roethlisberger, certainly one of them. Steph Curry from recent years. Soto. Woo. Clapping. Still a historic performance. It was wonderful today. Really, really, really was. Suck it, Frank the Tank. Soto's still overpaid. Yes, he is. Brooke Kalowski. Great to see you, Brooke. Old Lime. Cleveland fan. She's a Cleveland fan. She knows she's a Cleveland fan. She's in denial. But she's a Cleveland fan. Brooke Kalowski. Passionate. Man, almost no hitter. Good job, Williams. Way to agree with you. It was, again, if you hit a home run and you're Juan Soto and you run the bases, and you do like a fist pump, I get that. To sit there and smile, jeez. Even Alonso had a bad had a bad at bat because he wanted Williams to get no hitter. It was wonderful today. I hate Juan Soto. It was, again, the smugness. Absolutely. I have mad respect for him. I thought, Brian, that was total class by the Mets fans. Giving him Mia, stop. Mia's upset too, my dog. Upset about the no-no going away. But, Brian, I agree with you. I thought the Mets showed total class. Mets fans, awesome game. This is what we needed. This has been a great, if it wasn't for the Houston sweep to me has more value. This is a close silver. My gosh. Do you like my profile picture, Andy? Poster, I got to take a deeper look to see it. It is the Trash Talks garbage time. And they get a day off, too. And you get to reset your bullpen. Man, oh, man. Soto posing and staring at the homer. Oh, Brett, it was so bad. So bad. And you're fucking going to lose the game and you sit there? That guy. That guy's on the list. He's on the list. Guardians clap. It is always 5 o'clock somewhere. Missy, shout out to the Mets fans. That was really cool. I agree with you about that. Why weren't you at CU Field? BK. Hi, how you doing? Mia, relax. BK, I had to work today. I'm working on 2 documentaries, and I actually got called on a shoot today. I know, this work thing, right? You got to pay the bills. BK understands. By the way, you should unblock Emil. I think you and Emil need to make up. Glad the Boo Birds were classy. Yeah, they were totally classy. I thought that was really cool. And to be fair, like, Mets fans showed a lot of class on that. I thought it was really cool. Johnson says Yankee fans wouldn't have done that. I mean, I'm not going to say one way or the other, but I give the Mets fans a lot of class for awards for that. Tennis Suite, it was class, had chills anyway. Yeah, I agree with you. I thought the Mets fans showed a lot. It was cool for Mets fans to do that, but they still suck. Oh, E. Hall, Soto's a bum. That replay of his face and his smile, his glee. Again, on the list. Mr. Billman, I'm sitting in class right now, but I couldn't miss the Gavin Williams legacy game. Oh my gosh, it was great. And Colin, that a boy. It was great. And again, we're not focusing on the big thing. David Fry, Angel Martinez home runs, and Gavin Williams was so good today. Kafis made a wonderful grab in his game to keep the no-hitter going at that point in the game. And Gavin was really good. And this is a monster lineup. TMC, it's a Cardinal sin not to mention a pitcher hasn't given up a hit. Hamilton and Rosenhaus both said it twice. TMC 84, I didn't post it. I wanted to. B. Cato, screw Lindor's row. Screw Lindor, B. Cato off the top rope. Cleveland versus Soto. Again, you get a home run, you do your trot. I'm cool. That's cool. I get it. I'm cool with that. I'm cool with that. But for you to sit there and be smug and to smile, and your team is going to lose the game. Soto is again. He's on that list. Soto's on that list. Prediction for the Buckeyes-Texas game. I think Texas on paper is a better team, but I said this the other day to Les. You know, for people who are old enough to remember Rocket Ishmael for Notre Dame in the late 80s, early 90s, Reggie Bush in the 2000s, you know, Herschel Walker for Georgia in the 1980s, Bo Jackson for Auburn, they're sometimes non-quarterback players that just swing the game. Jeremiah is a swing the game. He swings the game for the Buckeyes. So because of that, I'm hesitant to say one way or the other today. If I had to pick, I'd probably pick the Longhorns. But Jeremiah is a huge difference maker. He's on that list of non-quarterbacks throughout history and time, in my opinion. I think he's going to have that kind of year where you just have to sit and hold your breath if you're the opponent because he can change the game in one play. Again, it really reminds me of Rocket Ishmael. Kitties lead down to 6 games, and the Kitty Cats are struggling against the Twinks. Soto's a piece of shit, says Missy. Jones still sucks. Man, I miss Frankie. Well, wait a minute. Who said that? We just swept the Mets. D. Slyman, we just swept the Mets. Arias and Rocchio are actually playing all right. I mean, come on. Realistically, do you think the Indians can catch the Tigers? I go by this Popester, and I'll stick by it. I learned this at ESPN as I figured it out myself by doing a lot of research. If you're 3 games or below with a race, you can win it. 4 games or above, it takes an epic collapse or an absolute hot streak to take over first place in the division. So the Guardians have to get to 3 games. They'll be at 6 today if the Kitty Cats keep losing. I got to say, it's starting to become in play a little bit. The Kitty Cats, let's say the Guardians take 2 out of 3 in Chicago. Say the Tigers only win 1. Now it's down to 5 games. It's starting to get there. But again, the Tigers have to keep sliding. Mad respect for the Mets fans. I agree with you. Johnson said that too. We need to sweep the trash talks. We really, really do. Popester with some strong language. Soto's a pussy, and Soto shuffled his way. Again, it was for your team to be down and to give a smug smile after. Again, he's a competitor. I get if you're excited about hitting a home run and you did a fist pump for breaking up a no-no. I would respect that. That's part of sports. I could see me doing that. But to sit and fuck that guy. Fuck him. Fuck Soto. Again, he's on the list. Steph Curry. Draymond Green. Jordan, Juan Soto, missing some others. What's that other guy's name? Chris Bryant, Ben Zobrist. Ugh. Good game, Derek Jeter. We can't even mention those trash-ass Yankee fans when they threw shit on the field. Oh, I forget about that. Yeah, the Miles Straw thing. Need to give credit to Hedges. Hedges did a great job today. That's a good fan, John Potter. You're right, Ethan. It was nice to see Jose get a hit there after he was struggling. That's the funny thing. The Guardians took out the garbage against the Mets and swept them, and yet J-Ram did nothing in the series. He only got one hit. Soto's an idiot, says Bird. Jose needs to hit up a strip. Stan, I gotta hang out with you. Stan makes me laugh. I would have intentionally walked the next 8 hitters to. Oh, that face! I'm never gonna forget that face. What the fuck was that, Soto? Just jog and go home. Fuck you! Jeez. Ugh. I'm a little disappointed for Gavin, but he was great today, Michael Marstons. Let's go, sweep him. Tigers losing 9-4. Again, it's going to be down to 6. Count your days. Again, he's on the list. He's officially on the list. That was not fucking cool. We need to sweep the trash socks. Yes, we do. Take out the garbage. BK, tell me you wouldn't take Jose with Frankie. Now we got to sweep the White Sox, says Steven. A-Train, it happens with the Mets a couple years ago with the Mets blew their. Again, there's A-Train. There's examples throughout time. 93, the San Francisco Giants had a huge lead, very similar lead over the Braves. The Braves overtook them. Braves ended up going to the World Series that year, losing to the Blue Jays. There's a lot of examples throughout time when collapses can happen, but it takes a collapse. The Tigers do have to keep collapsing. Soto doesn't know how to be classy. Telez, that was, again, the smirk, the smug. D. Simon, the Mets are World Series contenders and the Guardians are not. Mr. Simon, assuming you're some sort of Mets fan, that's a tough weekend, man. Beat you guys up. I'd be a little worried if I were a Mets fan. Little worried. That was not good for Mets. The Guardians, beat them twice. With 2 out hit baseball on 2 out hit baseball on Tuesday. On Monday, a bad error, and then today just out muscled with pitching. And that lineup's far better than the Guardians on paper, especially since Joe Buck loves to talk about them. People hating on Yankees fans who are not that bad. Big Red, Big Apple equals Big Dubs. Go Tribe, says Derek. We got a little easy schedule. Well, Telez, they do. Now, they're about ready to come up, though. I'm going to do a cup of Cleveland on this one morning when we're getting closer. They have a bunch of games with the Rangers. They have a bunch of games with the Rays. And they have a home series with the Mariners. So those are key games. Those aren't easy. And then they have the Kitty Cats in the year. So there are some games coming that are a little bit more, non-digestible. This team will push the Tigers to the brink. We got the garbage off the team. Sports cards, it was interesting. Hamilton made a big mention of that today in the clubhouse. The Guardians have really made it a big thing to really move on from Clase and Ortiz. And it sounds like, obviously there's still debate about what's going to happen. I think Ortiz and Clase are going to get, expelled for life. I don't think they're ever going to be able to play in MLB again. But even if they do, I think the Guardians are done with them. Team is, at least. Bye, Matt, says Wade. I'm not Cleveland fan all the way, just being objective. Slyman, the Mets do, on paper, have some things going for them. And I will be fair. The Mets last year got swept by the Guardians, and they had a hell of a run. The Guardians did too. I hear you, Slyman. It was great today, Sam Yard. It was great. B. Cato, it was great to see you. We missed you last night. And a great job by the Guardians today. Gavin Williams was wonderful. It stunk that he got broken up there with 25 outs. Both are done over there. Yes, B. Cato, correct. I hate Soto, Guardians Express. We talked about this, Guardian Express. There's a list of hate in Cleveland sports fandom. Roethlisberger, Curry, Jordan, Elway, Chris Bryant, anybody who wears a Cubs memorabilia, you can now throw Soto on there. You got now Soto and that smirk. Fuck that guy. Fuck him. Man. It's going to be another year until we play him again. Or maybe we'll play him in October. BKdo, we missed you, man. And BKdo, I love you. You know that. All right, have a good night, everybody. Gotta go back to work. To be fair, Soto and Williams are talking after every at-bat. Okay. Again. There is something in sports called class. If Soto did a fist pump and he ran around bases, I'd be like, I get it. He stared, lingered, and smiled. The Mets still lost. I mean, let's just say the old saying, scoreboard, motherfucker. Scoreboard. Guardians won 4-1. Scoreboard. Browns, Panthers, Friday. Day off tomorrow. Go Guards. Great job by the Guardians. Great series. Gavin was great. Obviously, Cavis with a fantastic catch in this game. And to cap it off, what a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful day to play two for Angel Martinez, who has been in a slump, and David Fry with home runs. Wanted to be clear after the Soto smirk. Yes. What a smart ass. Yes, agreed. All right. Have a good day, everybody. Take care. We're going back to World Series. Katie, I agree with you. Are you... John, I've been told... So I think I know what bricked means. I think I'm cool enough to know what that means. I was told last night I might be yoked, which I guess means ripped. Totally yoked. Totally yoked. Hi, random person. Oh, D-bag. I love this shirt. She can't hear me. My wife threw bleach in the wash. I was so fucking pissed. D. Simon, why don't you DM me with that? Katie, I think I know what bricked means. It means you got big brain. Big brain. Right? I think if I had to guess, I think brick would mean something of the shape of an eggplant. Sharpie, cuz. That's right. Yeah, I bet you are yoked in your trap. John, what do you mean? Not funny. Only 46 next week. Happy to be bricked and yoked. Off the rails, D. Simon. I gotta go. Goodbye. Take care. Go Guardians. Great job.